Welcome back, Michael. We're going to go over a few protocols today just to get kind of an idea of where you're at with things. First, we're going to do the stuttering variability assessment protocol. Basically, I'm going to name some situations that you might speak in, and you're going to tell me whether you would typically speak fluently in that situation, whether you would typically stutter, or whether you would typically experience tension or anxiety. So number one is telephone conversation. Would you speak fluently, stutter, or experience tension or anxiety?
Fluently.
Fluently?
Yes.
All right. Number two, self-introductions, like introducing yourself to people.
Stutter.
You would typically stutter.
Yeah.
All right. Number three, speaking to your boss or supervisors.
Tension and anxiety.
Okay. Number four, conversation with friends.
Fluently.
Fluently.
Yeah.
Five, having a heated discussion on a controversial topic.
I'd probably stutter. Yeah.
Okay. Six, talking to infants and babies.
Fluently.
Okay. Seven, justifying your actions to someone.
Stutter.
Stutter.
Yeah.
Probably depend on the scenario.
Yeah.
Number eight, narrating a personal experience. Like you're just basically telling a story about something that happened to you.
Fluently.
Okay.
To who though? Like to anyone or
Yeah, it's just kind of a general.
general thing? Okay. Then yeah, I guess fluently.
All right. Number nine, giving directions.
Fluent.
10, asking for directions.
Stutter.
Okay. 11, saying something in a hurry.
Stutter.
Okay. 12, clarifying something that you said.
Fluently.
Okay.
Because after it's repeating myself, right? Yeah.
Yeah. 13, ordering in a restaurant.
Fluently.
14, giving a quick answer to a question.
If I'm not confident, then I'd probably stutter.
Okay. Uh, 15, singing a song.
Fluently.
16, buying a ticket at a computer. I mean at a counter, not a computer.
What ticket?
Buying a ticket at a counter.
Like a...
Any kind of ticket. A train ticket, a concert ticket, whatever. But you're at a counter like with a cashier.
then probably fluently.
17, talking to pet animals.
Fluently.
Now let's move on to 18, raising a question in a group discussion.
Stutter.
19, answering questions in a job interview.
Stutter.
All right, 20, asking for a specific product at a store.
Fluently.
21, talking with your spouse, if you had one.
If I had one, probably fluently.
22, giving a formal lecture to a group.
Tension and anxiety.
Okay, 23, quickly interjecting your comment in a group discussion or conversation.
Stutter.
Alright, 24, returning my phone calls.
Fluently? Sorry. That was really
Well,
quiet.
returning your phone calls, sorry.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Not mine personally.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Alright, 25, talking with your children if you had them.
Fluently. If I did. I don't.
26, conversation with a member of the opposite sex.
Fluently.
Okay, 27, asking for a pay raise.
Ooh. Tension, anxiety, really nervous.
And 28, reading aloud in front of a group.
Reading aloud in front of a group. Stutter.
Alright. Now, complete the following sentence. It can be a list or one or two things, whichever. So, I typically stutter while saying the following words.
Oh, do I just say the words?
Yeah, like, are there any words in particular that you stutter over?
I. He.
I.
Yeah, those words. Right? Those are words.
I, he.
Here.
Okay. Number 2, I typically stutter on the following speech sounds. Are there any speech sounds in particular that you stutter over?
Can you give me an example of one?
Like that,
Like
the
cut
ch,
or
like ch for chair, or
no, I can't think of a.
the S sound, or no?
No.
Alright. Okay, and that concludes that one. Let's move on to the next. We'll do the Fluency Quality of Life Assessment Protocol.
Yeah.
Let's see. I would like to know how your fluency problem has affected your life. I would like you to read the item in this manner. With my ability to talk with my family, I am satisfied, somewhat dissatisfied, or dissatisfied.
What was the first one? Very satisfied or just satisfied?
Just satisfied.
Then satisfied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I'm going to say with my ability to talk with, and then I'm going to name some people you might talk with, and you'll say satisfied, somewhat dissatisfied, or dissatisfied, or
Okay.
not applicable.
Okay.
So with my ability to talk with my family,
Satisfied.
my friends,
Satisfied.
my colleagues,
Somewhat satisfied.
strangers,
Somewhat dissatisfied.
my supervisors,
Somewhat satisfied.
members of the opposite sex,
Satisfied.
authority figures,
Somewhat satisfied.
my neighbors,
And
alright. With my ability to order in restaurants,
satisfied.
with my ability to talk over the phone,
Satisfied.
with my ability to ask for directions,
Satisfied.
with my ability to introduce myself,
Somewhat satisfied.
With my ability to give my name and telephone numbers to others.
Satisfied? Yeah.
With my ability to discuss controversial social or political issues.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
With my ability to give a talk in front of a group.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
With my ability to quickly ask a question.
Somewhat satisfied.
With my ability to quickly respond to a question.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
With my ability to use the right words.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
With my ability to express my feelings and opinions.
Somewhat satisfied.
With my ability to interject my comments in a group discussion.
Somewhat satisfied.
With my ability to talk to salespersons in stores.
Somewhat satisfied.
With my ability to enjoy social relationships.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Your ability to enjoy social relationships.
Somewhat satisfied.
With your ability to enjoy personal relationships.
Satisfied.
With your ability to achieve your educational goals.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
With your ability to perform your job.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
With your ability to achieve promotions in your job.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
With your ability to generally achieve your life goals.
Somewhat satisfied.
With your feelings and thoughts about yourself.
Satisfied.
With your level of self-confidence.
Dissatisfied.
With your general quality of life.
Somewhat dissatisfied.
Okay, let's move on to the third and final assessment protocol, the Avoidance Behaviors Assessment Protocol.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna score the things I say as 0, 1, or 2. 0 means not avoided, you don't avoid it. 1 means infrequently avoided, and 2 means frequently avoided.
Okay.
So these are the avoidance of speaking situations.
When I would avoid trying it.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
first one is saying your own name. 0 would be you don't avoid it, 1 is you avoid it sometimes, and 2 would be you avoid it frequently.
Okay, so that'd be a 0.
Alright, so 0. Responding to roll calls.
1.
Speaking situations, like you move away from the speaking situation.
1.
Okay. Ordering in restaurants.
0.
Speaking on the telephone.
0.
Introducing yourself.
0. Oh, wait. No, yeah, 1. It's a 1.
1. Alright, giving personal phone numbers or addresses.
Like mine or someone else's?
Yours.
Oh, then 0. What does it mean?
Speaking in front of the class or a social group.
Oh, 2.
Reading aloud in front of class.
2.
Answering questions in the classroom.
1.
Saying the names of family members.
0.
Asking for directions when lost.
0.
Are there any other speaking situations you would avoid?
No.
No?
No. Wait. Like other than talking to customers?
Yeah, we can put that down.
Yeah, I guess that's one of them.
All right. These are, next we're gonna do strategies used to avoid stuttering.
Okay.
So, depending on others for communication needs.
Is that the 0, 1, and 2?
Mm-hmm.
So what was that again?
Depending on others for communication needs. So like, if you need to communicate something, you might ask somebody else to ask somebody a question that you wanted to ask, or
Oh, then I guess 1, I guess.
gesturing instead of speaking.
1?
Having a family member ask for something in a store.
0.
Pretending not to hear a question.
1.
Pretending to be thinking when questions are asked.
And what did they be? Sorry, no, 1.
Pretending not to know an answer.
2?
Pretending ignorance of a word on which stuttering is likely. So a word that you know you might stutter on,
I tried tonight.
you'll pretend.
1.
Okay. Letting others finish a word or complete a sentence.
1.
Coughing or throat clearing before saying a difficult word.
2.
Whispering. Talking in a soft voice, sudden reduction in loudness on certain words.
1.
Talking in a loud voice, like a sudden increase in loudness on certain words.
1.
Talking in an impersonated tone, like a character in a play. So like you don't use your normal voice, like you'll talk
1.
in a... Okay.
Yeah.
Talking with an unusual physical posture.
What? 1.
Talking with an exaggerated articulation. So you're
2.
like over exaggerating the movement.
2.
Other strategies you use to avoid stuttering, if any.
Okay.
Are there any?
No.
No? Alright. So next, we'll do avoidance of conversational partners. So, strangers.
What about them?
Like, from 0 to 2, would you
Oh.
avoid conversations?
Yeah, 1.
1. Family members.
0.
Bosses and other authority figures.
1.
Persons of the opposite sex.
0.
Colleagues.
1.
Friends.
0.
Neighbors.
0.
Any other conversational partners you avoid?
No.
No.
No. I don't think so.
Alright, now avoidance of certain words. Substitution of one word for another. So like if one word is too hard for you to say, if that ever happens, would you substitute it for another word?
Would I do it? Yes, if I knew there was another word.
0 to...
Oh, 0. Yeah. 1.
1, okay. Beating around the bush instead of saying something directly.
1.
Pretending not to know a word.
1.
Refusing to say a particular word.
2.
saying this thing and that thing frequently.
2.
2. Okay. Are there any other strategies you use to avoid specific words? No. Now we'll do avoidance of talking about stuttering. So switching the topic when stuttering is mentioned. 0, 1, or 2.
1.
Leaving the room when conversation is initiated on stuttering.
1.
Getting upset when asked about stuttering.
1.
Refusing to talk about other people's reactions to stuttering.
0.
Refusing to talk about colleagues or bosses' reaction to stuttering.
Avoiding.
Mm-hmm.
Then 0.
Unwilling to talk about stuttering and associated emotional experiences.
1.
Okay. Are there other strategies you use to avoid talking about stuttering, aside from what was mentioned?
No.
Okay. And the last category we'll do is avoidance of talking in general. So keeping quiet when asked a question is asked. Or when a question is asked. Do you just keep quiet?
0 to 2.
Yeah.
1.
Avoiding discussion on controversial issues.
1.
Not taking part in social conversations.
0.
Avoiding eye contact during conversation.
1.
Reducing the amount of talking in general.
1.
Are there any other strategies you use to avoid talking in general?
No.
No. All right, that concludes the 3 assessments. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.